Now we are starting lecture on World War II, but again we have not yet reached till that situation of World War, and therefore my recommendation is that you have to observe First World War, situation before First World War, situation after First World War. All these lectures are available on YouTube. So kindly observe these lectures and then start observing this lecture. Now we are focusing here on, literally speaking, World War II. But before that, at least 40 to 45 minutes I have to spend on certain other topic, that is some sort of biography of Adolf Hitler. Here, keep in mind, I can't separate out World War II and Adolf Hitler. I can even separate out Mussolini or Joseph Stalin also, but I can't separate out Adolf Hitler from World War II, and therefore I must go in little bit biography of Adolf Hitler. No doubt, if you are going to study only, then this biography is not that useful. But if you want to study World War from basic reason and what sort of ideology was there in Europe in those days, then for that purpose Adolf Hitler is an important factor. Number one, if whatever I am going to discuss with you, that is no doubt to certain extent controversial matter, because everybody is having freedom to express their views. Some people may say Adolf Hitler was very bad, worst man in the world, and some may say no, he was great man. I don't want to go to any one side, but we want to check out the values. Now this is really important lecture from leadership quality lecture also, and from that purpose also you can observe this. Now let us start out to the subject. The history is always having various views. If you want to observe history in detail, particularly about this Adolf Hitler, then my recommendation is that you can go through certain books, that is Rise and Fall of Third Reich. I am revising the name of book, Rise and Fall of Third Reich. Third Reich, that is Third Empire, but in German they are calling as Reich. So name of book, Rise and Fall of Third Reich, written by William Shirer. Now this William Shirer was observed various incidents in the and before World War II closely. He was interpreter of Adolf Hitler, and he wrote this very nice book. So my recommendation is that obviously first try to go through this book, and then you can search out various books available on internet, or even YouTube videos are there. But don't make your opinion immediately observing one video or immediately reading out only one book. No, balance reading and balance attitude here is important. In case of Adolf Hitler, he was a great man. You can say worst or bad or whatever, but he was great man, that is also fact. He was very cruel man. Yes, accept it. He ignited, I am not using word here initiated, he ignited World War II. Fact. And suppose he was the winner of World War II, then he must, in those days, he was worshipped by many of the people in world. Now keep in mind, in India, particularly I am talking from Indian view here. In India was ruled by Britishers, and whatever views are given by Britishers were considered as standard from Indian point in those days. And therefore, as Britishers were having enemy as Hitler, we were also calling, yes, Hitler is bad man. But let us check out first step. He was not from any royal origin. Keep in mind, many great leaders, suppose we are talking of Chhatrapati Shivaji from India. He was a great leader, but he was having origin from royal family. His father was a capable ruler and he was able to defeat Mughals, 80,000 Mughal army by his own power for Nizam Shah as well as for Adil Shah, the enemies. But still, it is fact that Chhatrapati Shivaji was having clear-cut royal origin. If you observe same way, let us check out another leader in those days, that was Mussolini, Benito Mussolini from Italy. He was not having royal origin. He was an ordinary man. Initially, he started his career something like a teacher. Then onwards shifted to journalist. Then established his party and then got power in hand. So like that, various people in those days got power in their hand. Joseph Stalin is best example. Joseph Jugashvili is original name. He was also layman and got power. Lenin, son of teacher, got power in hand of Russia. So like that, Hitler was also not having origin in royal family. He was a layman. His father was government servant. In those days, Austria and Germany, or whatever we are calling Germany today, in those days we are calling as Prussia. So Prussia and Austria were separate nations, but both were having language as German. Now, Hitler was not originally German or Prussian. He was Austrian by birth. Whereas his village, the native place, that was close to Prussian border, but it was there in Austria. So by birth, Hitler was not Prussian, he was Austrian. His father was government servant and his wish was same, that Hitler should have same future, that he should serve government and no doubt he can remain safe, etc., etc. But Hitler was not ready to do that. Hitler was very poor in study. If you compare Benito Mussolini here, the Benito Mussolini was the clever student in his classroom, whereas Hitler was not at all. He spent various years in same standard. He was having fantastic what we can say affinity towards history, but other subjects he was not that good, and ultimately Hitler left out school when he was in 9th standard because his father died because of some disease that is called as lung hemorrhage, followed by Hitler was also victim or symptoms were showing that he is also going to get same disease, and so doctor asked his mother, and then he was there not in school. He was in 9th standard at that time, and then he celebrated that day by drinking liquor, and then he was there in some upside the road he was falling. His neighbor brought him to home, and then Hitler decided never to drink again. Keep in mind, on that day, after that, he never drank that any liquor, or even he was pure vegetarian after that. No smoking, no non-veg food, as well as no liquor. It is really a great thing. Keep in mind, in those days, in Germany or Austria, whatever the thing, the person living without liquor, all right, but consuming only veg food, bit difficult. As it was there in biography of Gandhiji, he said that pure vegetarian restaurants were not observed in England in those days. Somewhat that period is matching out. So in those days it was very difficult that person can stay non-veg, pure vegetarian. And again, many people are having this type of attitude that a cruel person is compulsory non-veg consumer, but he is the cruelmost person and still pure vegetarian. Forget of that. Then he lost his mother also and came to Austria, capital of Austria, that is Vienna. His mother died because of cancer, father died because of lung hemorrhage, and ultimately he was alone. I don't know what happened to his brothers and sisters, because he was having step sisters also, but in those days I don't have record. After that again we have record, but in between that no. He was staying alone in Vienna, in public shed around Danube River. He was not getting food for many days to eat. He tried there different styles of work, labor, etc. But he was not carried out any permanent job. In those days particularly, he was interested in drawing, but he was not getting admission in college because his school education was not completed. Then he tried laborious work, and then he turned to reading. You are aware that in many cities, libraries are free of cost. One can go and read there. So like that, Hitler was sitting in library. In those days, he carried out tremendous reading, particularly on topic of war. Keep in mind now, here onwards the life of Hitler changed out to certain level, because now he was focused. In earlier life he was not focused, but now he was focused on war, because he was reading maximum to war level. Then still his life was very, very hard. He was having various friends, but still his life was very hard. And to the surprise, the worst day in those world was considered as best day for him. Why worst day? Because that was beginning of First World War, and that was considered as best day for Hitler, because now Austria entered in First World War. You are aware, because of Austria only the World War started. Hitler joined army, initially Austrian, but he was not getting entry in Austrian army, so he went to Germany and he joined German army. He was a drummer in army, but he was very good at war site. His seniors are reporting this way, that Hitler is never asking for a leave or I want to visit home, etc. No, he can stay hungry for a day. He is not asking for food for a day. They were not aware that he was having this type of attitude, that for many days he was staying without consuming food, or for many days he was not there in his house, he was staying in public shed. So like that. But what is the most important achievement carried out by Hitler? That he arrested 15 British soldiers alone, and then onwards he was getting continuous promotion in his army. But every day is not Sunday. In one war he was injured. He fight till almost death, but never give up the war. And so he was hospitalized for nearly 6 months. He was there in hospital. Again, then there is option now after war, after injury, either you can go to home or you can join war. He resumed that war again. But he was not fortunate. In France, he was fighting somewhere where he was injured again by smoke bomb, poisonous smoke bomb, and he lost his vision as well as voice. He survived, and after a certain period he got his vision also. But till that, Germany lost the war. he heard the news that Germany surrendered, he was not able to justify, because say try to recollect our First World War lecture. That German army was there in France. Nearly half of France was conquered by Germans. It was there in Russia, and Russia surrendered out from war. So how Germany is defeated? Hitler was not getting that answer. But still, Hitler decided that we want to take revenge of this defeat. After over a period of time, Hitler got his vision again. Hitler was able to speak. And what is the most important thing? That he was having some sort of harsh voice now. Then that worst day came again, when Germany accepted Treaty of Versailles. As it was really injustice for Germany and insulting treaty for Germany, Hitler also cried. But according to that treaty, Germany was allowed to keep somewhat 1 lakh army, not more than that. Hitler was very good warrior, so he was there in the army. And then his senior heard his speech, and he was appointed as some educational chief in Bavaria. Bavaria is small territory in Germany. Actually, I am speaking Germany, but in their language, the name is Deutschland. Whereas we are calling, because of Britishers, we are calling them as Germans. But the name is there Deutschland. That was Union of State, where Prussia, Hanover, Saxony, Bavaria, Luxembourg, like that various states were there. The dominating state was Prussia. But apart from that, Bavaria was there. He was there in Bavaria. Now, he was having nice home to stay, very good salary, employed in government, that is in army, and what not. In those days, Italy was having disturbance, whereas Hitler was having somewhat power that is related with education in their hand. One day, he was asked to attend a meeting by government only. There was establishment of new party in Germany named as German Workers' Party. The word worker was somewhat problematic for government. Why? Because usually worker means communist organization. And whether to check it, whether it is having any connection with communist, Hitler was asked to visit that. In beer hall, small meeting was there. Somewhere around 20-25 candidates were there totally. Out of that, one was Hitler. And they were attending these all meetings. After meeting, that end of meeting, one person was speaking something good about Jew people. Just by getting view that I want to ask one question, Hitler delivered a small speech against Jews, obviously. The people were so impressed by his speech. He was appointed as member of German Workers' Party. Hitler was having now 2 options. Number 1, either to join German Workers' Party, where already 6 members were there. He was 7th member of that party. Or simply deny that and continue his nice job. Here is the personality test for Hitler. That Hitler simply rejected government job and joined his German Workers' Party. This is the challenging nature of person. Keep in mind, consider yourself at that situation and take decision. This decision was really revolutionary decision for Hitler also. Soon after, he declared one meeting, public meeting for that party, declared that at least 1,000 people should be there in that meeting, and literally he was able to gain 1,000 members in that meeting. Now Hitler was having almost all power of that party. By certain supremacy war, he declared his party's name changed as Nazi. We are just taking initials of their German name, that is Nazi, but we are calling as Nazi. So he changed their name as Nazi Party. Then their symbol, that favorite symbol of swastika, that was obtained. A flag was prepared, the black flag with red circle having swastika at center, showing that German people were pure Aryan people. And he tried people to gather for the sacred purpose of Third Reich. Reich is the word where empire is there. So he was saying we have to construct Third Reich, that is third empire of this. Before him, he considered that Frederick the Great was the person who was able to get empire, and Charlemagne who was able to establish this type of empire. And now he was going to build actually third empire, that is Third Reich. He was very good speaker, and as he was unmarried as well as no family attachments were there, he was able to give up full time for the political work. In those days, Mussolini got power in their hand. He was considering Mussolini as his guru. The way Mussolini was carrying out, that's something we should do in Germany. Like that, some considerations were there in minds of Hitler in those days. And ultimately he tried with Ludendorff, a German army man. He carried out a move, and he practically carried out a march and controlled the entire situation where he was, that was Bavaria. He carried out revolution in Bavaria and got power in his hands. But soon after, from central government, from Prussia, that is from Berlin, army came to Bavaria, and this all entire revolution ended up with arrest of Hitler. His friend Göring was not there with him. He simply escaped from the field. Rudolf Hess was there with him. He was also arrested, and then Ludendorff, etc. people were also arrested. Some 16 or 17 people were considered as martyr by himself in that first war of independence, as he is saying. And ultimately there was a case. Hitler became more popular because of that case. He accepted the situation. Yes, I rebelled out. But what is the reason of this rebellion? That must be there in front of people. Like that, he started out a discussion in the field, in the court. While carrying out this way, he was again and again offering his support towards side of army. And ultimately, instead of death penalty, he was having simple punishment of 5 years arrest. His Nazis, other Nazis were also arrested. Those who were punished, they were also with him. He asked Rudolf Hess should be there with him, and that permission was also granted. And on the bank of that river, his prison was there. He asked permission to write a book. That was also granted. And then, with help of Rudolf Hess, he prepared that book that is famous as Mein Kampf, My Struggle. In German it is called as Mein Kampf. Here it is called as, in English, My Struggle. At that time, he was lost out everything. His party was almost came to end. Göring like friends, they were out of Germany. Rest of the thing, everybody forget out. After 1 year, as there was no harm for German government that Hitler should be kept in prison, they released out him. Then Hitler decided again to carry out normal, what we can say, politics, not to carry out revolution for the power. And then he marched again in new ideas in entire Germany. Now this Nuremberg case when Hitler was arrested, that case was already given tremendous popularity for Hitler in Germany, and he became more and more popular. And to the surprise, actually, after World War I, what situation was there in Germany, that majority, whatever the income was there, government income, that was maximum expenditure was there on Versailles, that tribute paid basically on Treaty of Versailles. The German currency, that is mark, that was continuously started collapsing against US dollar. And that fine day was reached where $1 was equal to 100 marks. That means almost the value was going to negligible. $1 corresponds to 60 marks, 100 marks. Then onwards it fall and reach at million marks. See the worst situation in those days, that from $1 that should be costing million of marks. German economy was totally collapsed out. And in that situation, ultimately, the world was facing with Great Depression. Russia was not facing with that, but rest of the world was continuously facing this type of effect of Great Depression. Germany was also having this type of problem. And ultimately, by carrying out various permutation and combination, now I am not going in detail, but ultimately Hitler got power in his hands. Democratically, keep in mind, first time he tried to get power in hand in Bavaria, that was in revolutionary manner, but now pure democratic manner. He was now appointed as Chancellor of Germany, or Chancellor of that Germany, or Deutschland. On acceptance of this post, Hitler carried out one important thing, that is to resign as a Chancellor. Why? Because his government was not at all stable. He was not having one-handed power in hand. Various other smaller parties were supporting out Hitler. And in order to get something rescue from this trouble, he decided that okay, I am going to resign the post, and he recommended president to take new election again. That was Chancellor. Chancellor means Prime Minister. So Chancellor's opinion was mandatory. And then Hindenburg, the President of Germany, again declared election for Germany. Hitler was having power in hands for nearly 6 months, because simple thing that he was now caretaking in position, so no opposition was able to withdraw his support. And then in those 6 months he tried a lot, because now he was having a radio in his hands. As government was having full power, authority on this radio, he used that radio to deliver his speech. He carried out some strategy against communists and banned out these communist people and what not. Even Reichstag means whatever the parliament, was set in fire by communists. He created a situation like that, show German people that communists are against their parliamentary work also, and like that. But ultimately he got less number of seats than previous one. But still, with help of others, he was having power in hand. This time he played new move. Rather getting elections, because now German people were not ready for elections. So he carried out another move. He called that bill as enabling bill. So this enabling bill was presented in Germany, the parliament. What was the basic idea? That for 4 years, parliament is giving full powers in hands of Hitler. Only president can check out and ask question for Hitler or for chancellor. This is called as enabling act. So other members were not having right to ask question or even oppose Hitler whatever he is doing. Against, he promised various things for German people. This enabling act was nicely presented in their Reichstag, and to the surprise, with fewer oppositions from socialist people and communist people, rest of all members of parliament supported this bill. This way, with help of democracy, with help of democratic powers, with help of constitutions, Hitler got power in his hand, that is the dictatorship. Keep in mind here that dictatorship was accepted by democratic way by German people here. And after accepting that, in next 2 years only, Hindenburg, the president of German Democratic Republic, etc., expired out. Then Hitler fused out both the posts, the president and chancellor. He took title as Führer, and now nobody was having power to challenge Hitler. This way Hitler got power in his hand. So this is our first part of discussion, that how Hitler got power in his hand. So this is first part of Hitler's biography, important from our study. This is really inspiring for common man also, that a common man with terrific struggle as well as the right direction can take a person from layman to a powerful man. That is the power of democracy. But by power of democracy only, the democracy was destroyed and dictatorship was established in Germany. Anyway, this is first part end. Now second part, I can't separate out Hitler and World War. So second part we have to start with Hitler's policies of World War. So I am now ending out this portion, and in next lecture we are starting with World War II with reference to Hitler.